everybody's locked on Sunshine TV. Good morning, folks. How are you doing there? It's a bit of a thing to not you're glued to Sunshine TV, and it's a bit of a thing to not you're glued to the episode 5 of the Thursday Open Talk right here on Sunshine TV. And I'm your host for this episode. So my name is Frank Sibelegi, as usual. Yeah, the man in the suit, and I'm so much happy today because this show I'm joined by a guest of mine, a good friend of mine, and I'm happy about one thing because folks, he's in a jacket also. I'm happy. Yeah, his name is McGregor Biemba. How you doing, my good brother?
I'm okay. How are you doing, bro?
I'm good. I'm good. How is everyone at home?
Everyone is okay at home without knowing you.
Yeah, good. That was yeah.
Because everything is just okay. I'm happy to be here.
Okay, that's the thing, my brother. That's the thing, my brother. So this is the brother man I'll be with for the, I think for past 30 or 40 minutes right here. And we'll be talking things to do with drug abuse. So we're talking about, the causes, effects, as well as how can we curb it, solutions to drug abuse. Remember, today is World Children's Day, and the theme is investing in our future. Means investing in our children. That's the thing. We just have to invest in our future, meaning investing in our children. But the children of nowadays, they're busy engaging themselves into illicit activities, which is very bad because we're investing in them for them to be the leaders of tomorrow. But what they're doing is very bad. And that's why I thought, okay, let me just bring this topic so that we can teach each other one or two things. Remember, you can call or text us if you want any information there. If you want to call, if you want any question, any contribution pertaining the topic of discussion, which we're talking about right now, which is drug abuse, what it is. My brother,
Exactly.
without wasting much of our time, I'd love for you, to help us in terms of defining, what this animal called drug abuse is.
Oh, this animal drug abuse.
Yes.
So drug abuse, this is the taking in of a substance in your body that your body does not need and is done for wrong reason.
Okay.
So a substance, this is a material or any type of matter.
Okay.
That's what I understand by that, my brother.
Okay. So meaning taking of something for a wrong reason
Exactly.
frequently.
Yes, frequently. Your body doesn't need it, but you are taking it there and you are doing that for wrong reason.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So you can give, for example, any example of one abusing drugs, so to say, taking for a wrong reason. You're not sick, but you're just taking for a wrong reason. An example of a drug that you not okay. These people, you should protect them. They're not sick, but they just do it for maybe for them to feel high and everything.
The most common one is alcohol, I would say so.
Okay.
Alcohol is taken in, not that our body needs alcohol. Our body is able to be the way it is without the use of alcohol.
Okay.
But someone will take in alcohol just for them to feel high or for them to forget about something that happened. But that is wrong because the body doesn't work like that. It's independent the way it is, the way it was made by our Father in heaven.
Okay. But they say just drink a little, you must have a little
You must call it, but does your body need that a bit of?
of alcohol.
Yes.
Okay. So it depends maybe. So is it everyone's body doesn't need it, or maybe there are people just need it?
No, actually, alcohol is a controlled substance.
Okay.
So, at some point, due to health problems, the medical officer would advise you to buy alcohol or
Okay.
maybe a substance that has alcohol percentage in it.
Okay. So
Yeah.
unless it has been authorized by a medical personnel.
Yeah, special authorization. That means your body at that moment, it really needs it.
Okay.
But if your body doesn't,
Remember, and just helping me, to analyze in terms of knowing what drug abuse is. And you said it's taking in of a substance for a wrong reason, whereby your body does not need it, which is very bad. Which is very bad. Now let's try to talk about the causes. Why young ones, teenagers, youths out there love engaging themselves into these illicit activities, which we're talking about, which is drug abuse. Why do they abuse drugs?
and nowadays, my brother, to tell you the truth, it has been like it's now a culture. People are now seeing it normal to abuse these drugs.
And that's what you're doing.
That's into a guy. That's what they are doing. It's
Okay.
now becoming culture. But for some, they don't really know why they are doing that.
Yeah.
Because they lack information, they are ignorant.
Okay.
So some, because of ignorance, they would be taking that drug without them knowing the impact and effects it has on their health.
But you know what? I'm happy that you are teaching them now. You are giving them the information for them to stop being ignorant about it.
I know we're just discussing.
That's the thing. Yeah.
No one is a better teacher. So
Yeah.
like for some, it is curiosity. The
Okay.
way you, my brother, see people are drinking, you would wonder, how does it feel? How
Yeah.
does it taste like? What does it do? How do you feel when you are high?
Yeah.
So someone, because wants to know how it really feels, will go buy drugs and take them in.
Yeah.
Once they are in, start feeling like that, and who knows, days more, someone might become addicted without knowing how it started, because of that feeling they wanted to know how it really feels.
Okay. So meaning curiosity, wanting to know how it feels.
Yes,
Like
that's what it
everybody's
is.
just taking alcohol. You know, or like to feel or love to feel, you know, what will happen, what will be
Yes.
the repercussion of it. So curiosity is one of the causes.
Curiosity, then we also talked of ignorance.
Okay, you know, ignorance, not having the actual information to say.
Yes, you're not having the actual information of what that substance does in your body.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so there's ignorant,
Ignorance,
curiosity.
curiosity.
Let's talk about peer pressure.
Yeah, that's the most common one, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
Peer pressure.
Let's try maybe to break it into two. Peer, maybe the definition of peer pressure to say.
Okay.
Yes.
So peer, it means age mates.
Somebody.
The people
the
of your
same
age group. People of your age
Okay.
groups. Yes. Then the pressure, it is the force that comes.
Okay. So
Yes.
meaning people of the same age group, which is peer, then
Yes.
pressure, the force.
Yes.
So
putting
meaning
pressure.
Yeah. So meaning the people of the same age are putting pressure on you, are forcing you.
Yes. So the pressure is coming from the people of your age groups.
Okay.
To be specific, friends.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So like this peer pressure works in this way. If me, I'm taking alcohol and you are not, my brother,
Mm.
I'll be telling you, like, just taste a bit. It feels nice. I'll try by all means to make you have it. And because if you are weak, you won't be able to resist it. That is if you are weak and you don't know maybe what to do.
Yeah.
So find that you'll be taking that substance not because you want, but because your friend is telling you to do so.
Yeah.
That's how peer pressure works in when it comes to alcohol. So like nowadays, because the availability of alcohol is like increased, so like a lot of people are drinking alcohol, and if you are not, you find that you are affiliated with a group that is taking alcohol.
Yeah.
They'll try by all means for you to taste. Some will be like, isunga suku machoka hapa.
Kama
So like,
normal.
ndio kama
Wow.
normal, kembo. So like,
Yeah.
because of that, you also try to take in alcohol because you want to feel like you are part of the group.
So it's the issue is about suiting the environment, so to say. You want to be like everyone, like just like in the Bible. Paul was like, when I'm with the Romans, I behave as if I'm a Roman.
Do what the Romans do.
If I'm a Jew, suiting the environment.
Yes, that's what people try to do. But no, in terms of substance abuse, you're supposed to say no or find ways of avoiding it.
So before we come to the solutions, my brother, just right there. So now, is it only peer pressure, you know, people of the same age that force you, that put that pressure on you to, you know, to go into these illicit activities? Or maybe even people of your age, like over your age, other people? Is it possible?
Yes, there is a high chance that that can be done. For instance, if parents are taking in drugs,
Yeah.
there is a high chance that even children will start doing that.
Okay.
They will be learning indirectly. Sometimes the parents might tell the children not to take in drugs without their permission or not at all. But when the parents are not home, those children might just want to taste.
So
Curiosity also comes in.
curiosity now. So meaning curiosity can be amongst people of the same age. So meaning curiosity and peer pressure are interrelated, so to say.
I would say all the reasons are interrelated.
Okay.
Yes. The other reason, people we might say alienation.
Okay.
You don't feel at home, you're always lonely. So some would want to take especially this drug, the common one, which is found in Livingstone.
Which one is that?
The one we smoke.
Which one is that? Not the one we smoke. The one they smoke.
I saw you one day.
Okay, my brother.
Marijuana.
Marijuana.
Yes.
Okay.
You find that because when the parents are not at home, someone would want to taste,
Yeah.
know how it feels, and you take him and do so.
Okay. So they feel high and everything.
Yes.
Okay.
Feel high and everything so that you can experience how it is.
Okay.
And some, because they are lonely, when they do that, they feel comfortable.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, and the other people know what they do. This to my relationships to our youth. If I want to say, want to approach a lady, like before I do that, let me just take a bit of alcohol
Yeah.
so that I gain strength and courage. Which is not bad. You're getting courage, so to say. How bad? How can it be bad in that aspect?
Building confidence
Yes.
is not okay, but building confidence is okay when you do it in other ways, not when you take in a substance for you to build up
Okay.
confidence. if you build up your confidence today using drugs,
Mm.
there is a high chance that every time you are nervous or not confident enough, you don't want to take in that same substance.
That's the thing, my
in order
brother.
to build your confidence. At the end of the day, you find that you are now addicted.
Addicted. The example I just gave you, like you want to propose to a lady, be like, let me just take a bit of alcohol.
Yeah, so I
So
take
you propose, man, you hit the nail right on the head, she accepts and everything. Now every day when you want to meet her, be like, okay, before I go, I
let
take
me
a bit of
it
alcohol.
let me take it a bit.
And years later, you're now an
Addicted.
alcoholic,
Yeah.
which is very bad. Which is very bad.
Which is very, very
Any
bad.
other causes of drug abuse, so to say?
Before even we go there, others think that if you abuse drugs, that's when you can pass an exam.
Yeah,
others feel as
that's
if
the thing.
When you take in, after taking like alcohol or smoking, when you go study, the information gets in directly from their body. It is proven that that doesn't work. It is just a mentality. Others
Okay.
have tried and it has failed. They end up being drug abusers, only addicted drug abusers.
Yeah.
So,
So if you are good, you are good. If you are good, you are good. You are down, you are down.
if you are down, that doesn't mean you have to continue being down. Look for means of you improving.
Okay.
Yes,
And be a better person.
and be a better person.
So not
For
just relying on
For
marijuana.
instance, you might be down because you don't study.
Okay.
Try studying, concentrate, and
Okay.
maybe you'll be that intelligent person you wanted to be.
That's the words of the professor right there. That's the professor himself. So just saying, people wrong perspectives out there. People think to say, if you do drugs, you'll be very clever, brilliant. You'll be speaking like me, yeah, yeah. And other people will be like, okay, let me just go into this field, which is very wrong. Which is very wrong. Let's try to shun away from these bad illicit activities for the betterment of others. Now, we talk about the causes of drug, abuse. We
Yes.
talked about the reason maybe other feel they want to feel high, yeah, they want to see the earth rotating, so to say, yeah, and if you how
Based
it,
on experience of others.
yes, and if you how it feels on the other side, if the earth is rotating, my good brother. Now let's try to talk about. Let's try to categorize these two. They are drugs, so to say,
Yes.
but they're supposed to be classified into two. We have to know now which one is good and which one is bad.
Okay.
Let's try to talk about the classifications, of drug abuse.
So like drugs are classified into is they are controlled drugs and over the counter. So controlled drugs, these are the same drugs we talked about, like alcohol,
Yeah.
drugs,
Okay.
caffeine. These are supposed to be taken in with special authorization
Okay.
from the medical officer. Now,
Okay.
these over-the-counter substances, example,
Yeah.
Panadol, Piriton,
Yeah.
these you don't need authorization to go and take them in. You can just go buy, it's easily, you just buy easily in pharmacies or chemists, then you take them in.
But is it not
follow-
always?
But follow what it is written. If they say once in the morning and the other in the evening,
Yeah.
do that. If you do more than that, then you've abused that drug, even if it's a drug which is bought just over the counter.
Okay.
Yes.
Also, you meant to say they are controlled substances, so which is alcohol. So you can control them also. Okay, let's just try to talk about.
Not
You know what
really.
you mean by controlled substances?
Controlled substances.
Yes.
These are supposed to be taken in only when you've been authorized by a doctor
Okay.
or any medical officer.
So whenever there's a prescription
That's
from the
yes, with special prescription or special
Okay.
authorization, that's
Okay.
the controlled one. If
Yeah.
you're not told to do that, you are not supposed to do it
Yeah.
because you don't have authorization from anyone.
okay.
But if you have been authorized due to a reason, maybe a medical health
Yeah.
problem,
Yeah.
that's when you're supposed to do
So
that.
so is
because-
it possible for you to have both controlled substance and over the counter?
It is very possible.
Okay.
Over the counter, can buy Panadol maybe if you have headache. to
So
cool it down.
it's some Panadol. Can it be in the category of controlled substance? You have been you have a prescription from the medical person now, prescribed for you to buy in that particular medicine,
Yes.
so can it also fall under controlled substances?
Yes. Well, at times when you go to the clinic, they'll tell you can go buy Panadol, buy this. You have been given authorization.
Yeah.
But Panadol is a painkiller.
Okay.
It is commonly known by everyone that Panadol is a painkiller.
Yeah, that's true.
So, and most of the people, because of headache, they'll just go straight buy Panadol.
Okay.
Then the headache stops.
Okay.
The head goes down.
Okay.
So like it is okay if not abused that drug,
Yeah.
but you've used it because your body needed it that moment.
Okay.
You are killing the pain.
Okay. So you're not abusing it,
No.
but you're not doing it for a wrong reason.
No, you're
The
not
body
doing it
needs
for the
it.
wrong reason. No.
Okay, that's the word of the wise man right there. So we're talking things to do with drug abuse. We're talking about the effects of. I've talked already of the causes of drug abuse, which is the curiosity. trying to taste everything, how it feels, so to say. Also, I've talked of the issue of peer pressure, being forced by your peers to take drugs. We talked of being ignorant, not wanting to know the actual information behind that. Also leads to people abusing drugs. We also talk about the wrong perspective which is out there. People say if you take drugs, for instance marijuana, you'll be clever, you'll be brilliant, so to say, start passing at school, which is very wrong, because the only success is gained, my brother. Success is gained, my brother, which simply means if you want to be successful in your studies, just work hard, put more effort, yeah, study hard, and everything will be okay. Not just taking in marijuana. So we're talking about classification of drugs, so to say. So I've talked about controlled substance, which is being have a prescription from a medical personnel. They are controlled substance. Also talked about over-the-counter substance, which are about to go now into details and everything. And that's where we are right here. Remember, my name is Frank Sibelegi, and I'm the host for this Thursday's Open Talk. And my guest for today is Magrigo Biemba. You can see the man is wise, yeah? He's wise. Yeah, he's wise. So, my brother, let's continue now with over-the-counter substance.
Over-the-counter substance?
Yes.
So over-the-counter substances, these substances are a lot actually.
Yeah.
But when you go to the chemist also, they would also ask you, why do you need this medicine for?
Yes.
Why would you want to take it? It's because they see that maybe you might have the wrong reason that, okay, Rufedo cures diarrhea. You might have the wrong information. So
Yeah.
those, they will try to give you the correct information
Okay.
and tell you which substance you're supposed to buy specifically for that problem.
Yeah.
Yes, those are the drugs you can easily buy, but they also try to advise.
Okay.
Yes.
Not to abuse them.
Yes, not to abuse. They will try to tell you that follow what is written. If it's 2 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, do that.
Okay.
Panadol, if they do it's 2, don't take it for. Once you take it for, you are abusing your body.
Okay.
Because, and one thing, when you abuse your body, you'll be taking in 4 instead of 2 tablets.
Yeah.
You find that your body will be used to taking in more. So the time you need to take in two tablets, they won't work out because your body has been used to taking in more. And some other drugs will stop working because they will need a higher concentration of the substance which is in there for it to work in your body.
All right.
That is bad.
So the issue is following
Yes,
the written
Yes.
prescription from the medical personnel.
Yes, because they're also drugs, you can also abuse them, but just that them, even their abuse, is not that really negatively affecting you because it's just maybe for a day, you can't really get like addicted
Okay.
when you compare it with alcohol. Alcohol is you get addicted.
Okay. Talked about negatively being affected. Let's try to talk about now the effects of drug. Yes, sir. That's
You are
right
the
for you, my
big
brother.
man.
That's right for you, my brother. So I talked about the causes of drug abuse, the classification which is over the count and controlled substance. Let us try to talk about now the effects of drug abuse. How bad it is? How bad it is for us, for a person to be abusing drugs?
The first thing, it brings in health problems.
Okay.
For example, if you take in alcohol,
Yes.
it disturbs the way your brain interprets information.
Okay.
You find someone being able to stand up straight.
Okay.
While it's on the road, that can also lead to accidents.
Accidents. Yes.
Yes. And accidents will endanger a lot of lives. But take, for instance, that person who had abused alcohol
Mm-hmm.
is the one feeding the family.
He's a breadwinner.
The breadwinner, yes. And because of alcohol, has been involved in an accident, leaving children at home being orphans.
Okay.
If the wife is not working, that means we're increasing the poverty levels of our
Zambia.
nation.
Yeah, definitely.
That's what it is. So that is because if I abuse drugs, alcohol, I'll be affecting a lot of people because if I leave my children, if I don't have children,